Hello everyone and welcome to the Linux command line tutorial series. This is tutorial number 8. In this video we will learn how to use cp command. Cp stands for copy. Cp is used to create copy of file or folder. It is just like copying and pasting. So let's get started. Here my desktop is empty. That is just an external hard drive, so don't worry about that. And here I have my terminal opened up and I'm already on my desktop. First we will go ahead and type in man cp, and here we can see how it's used. You say cp, and this are all the flags and options, or options you can say, like I like to call it flags, but here it says option, so whatever. Then you pass in a source file and a target file. This is like copying a file and giving it a new name, that's how I see it. Or you can say creating a duplicate. And another way is source file and you pass in a target directory. This is copying a file from one folder to another folder. Or this 3 dots represents if you wish to copy multiple files from certain place to one directory. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I'll go ahead and create 2 directories. These are directory A and B. You can see it on the desktop. Next thing, we need one file. So I'll go ahead and create one file, which is 1.txt, and we will type in hello and Control D, and here we are. If we see content of 1.txt, it says hello. So let's go ahead and do the first part first, which was cp and 1.txt and a new name. You know what? Let's go ahead and pass in the same name and see what happens. I think it says are identical, so not copied. So this time let's go ahead and give it a new name. So this time it will be 2.txt, and let's see what happened. Now, as you can see, we have 2 files. It just created a duplicate file with new name. If we do cat 2.txt, we can see it's hello. Now let's go ahead and copy 1.txt to folder A. So you say cp1.txt and say A with a backslash and hit enter, and you can see lsa. We can see 1.txt is inside a folder. You can also copy multiple files in from one place. Actually, you can copy multiple files from different place to one particular directory. So let's go ahead and try. First thing first, let's remove a1.txt. so now we don't have anything inside our A folder. Now I'll show you how to copy multiple files in one folder. So you will say 1.txt, 2.txt, and you will pass in the directory, and you can see we got both the files inside A. Once again, let's go ahead and remove everything inside A directory, and I hope it does not remove my directory. Oh, it did. It removed my directory. So let me go ahead and create my directory again. So we have 2 directories, 2 files, and both the directories are empty. So one more way of copying multiple files will be cp, you say star.txt, and you pass in the folder name. This time it will copy both the files with .txt. So if we open up A, we can see both the files right here. So that's a good trick to use if you know what you are trying to copy, or if you are trying to copy like something with similar extension, okay, and what if you wish to copy multiple files from different locations to one locations? So as you know, our B folder is empty. So what we will do, let's rename or we can go ahead and create a new file inside A. We will say cat A, no, not this way. We'll say A, let's say 3.txt, and we will say hey, Control D. Okay, now we have 3 files inside A. So what we will do is we will copy 3.txt from A and 1.txt from desktop inside B. Let's go ahead and do that. So first of all, you can see we are on the desktop, and we can do ls here, cp, and as I said 1.txt, and now we will copy 3 from A, so that will be 3.txt inside B, and that's how you do it. And you can see both the files inside B. And let me go ahead and clean up our, you know what, it's fine. So as you can see, let's do lsb again, and we have 1.txt here, right? Let's go ahead and see what's inside 1.txt. So if I do cat b.1.txt, it says hello. Okay, so all these files are certainly similar except the 3, which is hey, I think. And right now we are on the desktop, you can see. So let's go ahead and make some changes to our 1.txt. If we do cat 1.txt, it's hello, with this file is on the desktop. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some more stuff inside our 1.txt, and we will say hello 2 more times and exit. And now if we cat 1.txt, we get 3 hellos, and if we see the file inside b/1.txt, it's just hello. So what happens if you do cp 1.txt, which is on the desktop, and you pass in B? It looks like it went through. So let's see what happened. Let's try to print the file inside B. So it overwrite the file. You can see it actually did overwrite the file. You know what, we can do this thing. We can say cp-v. So v flag is used for verbose. It will tell you what it's doing, you know. So we will say 1.txt and b/1.txt, and just say B, right, and hit enter. Okay, so trust me, it's overwriting. So this is not appending, it's overwriting. If you it's overwriting, because initially there was just 1 hello, and now there's only 3. If it's appending, it would, don't worry about that, it's overwriting, trust me. Okay, so next thing, I'll show you how to, what if you wish, if you don't want it to overwrite. So let's see what's inside our 1.txt, and which is hello. And this time, let's go ahead and make some changes. This time, we will use cat, and we will overwrite 1.txt and make it something else. And let's say hello world. You know what? Let's not use hello now. World hello, you know. And control D. And if we cat 1.txt, it's world hello, and the one inside B folder, B directory, it's hello. Okay. What if we wish to keep hello, and let's say there are multiple files, and you want to know whether you are trying to overwrite something or not? So this time, when we do 1.txt and pass in the folder, we will also say -i. This will help us. It will initially check if the files are similar. It will prompt you, do you wish to overwrite or not? See, it says overwrite b1.txt, and when you say no, it says not overwritten. And let's go ahead and cat b1.txt, and it's still hello. What if you wish to overwrite? Then it's really simple. You just say, I mean, you don't, but I personally think having a -i flag makes more sense every time you are copying, so that you don't make a big mistake, because this is just example, and we have 1 or 2 files, so that I remember what's inside each and every file. But let's say you have a project with 100 files, it's practically impossible to remember everything inside each and every file. So I highly encourage you to use -i. And let's do once again, and this time we wish to overwrite, so we'll say y. And now when we do 1.txt, we can see it's changed. So that's with the I, and I does work with multiple files as well, let me tell you. So let's go ahead and make some more changes to 1.txt. Let's say this time we will say 1 and control D, and let's also make some changes to 2.txt. This time it will be 2 and control D. So all these files we made changes to are on desktop. So we will say cat1.txt, which is 1 and cat2.txt 2. And now let's copy both the files inside B. So we will say star.txt, and this time inside B. And we have to pass in -i. As I said, do use it if you don't know you wish to overwrite or not. So -i. Let's say 1.txt. Yep, go ahead and overwrite. I don't need that file. And you will pass in y. And it did not ask anything for 2.txt. Let's see what happened right there. Cat b2.txt. Oh, okay, there is no 2.txt. I mean, there never used to be a 2.txt file inside B. So there was a 3.txt. So what we need to do is, let me go ahead and create a new file on desktop, which is 3.txt. And this time this will be 3 and 3. And we will exit here. So cat 3.txt, which is 3, and let's cat on b3.txt, which is hey. Okay, so let's use cp-i. We will use star.txt and folder B. Oh, Control C and hit enter. So first thing first, 1.txt. Yep, go ahead and overwrite. Do you want to overwrite 3.txt? No. And b.txt. Yeah, it's the same thing, but it's still asking. Anyways, hit yes. So that's how you can use flag I, and it will prompt you for each and every file. So once again, like if you have hundreds of files, but you are sure you wish to overwrite everything, don't pass in the I flag, because every time you will be prompted for each and every file. But I recommend, if you are not sure, to use -i flag. Now let's clear it up a little bit. So we have some stuff, which is 3 files, and we have stuff inside A folder and B folder. So let's go and remove stuff inside the folders. So we'll say -r. Let's remove the whole folders and we can create them again. So we just have files now, and mkdir A and B. Now we have 2 more folders which are fresh, nothing inside them. So these are just my desktops, nothing inside A or B. So last thing which is remaining is, how do we copy whole folders? Like if you wish to copy A to B. So I'll show you that. First I'll copy some stuff. Let's copy everything inside A folder, .txt A directory, and when we do A ls A, we can see there's 3 files in there. We have 3 files in there. First thing first, what if you wish to copy the whole directory? You want A, the whole folder, to appear inside B. Do pay attention. It's pretty silly, but it's there. So now we wish to copy whole folder, like the whole A thing inside B. So you just say A. Don't put this slash. You just say A and we'll do B. And oh, okay, it says A is a directory. Thank you. So what we need, one more flag here, which is -r, which means recursive. And we will say A, B. Once again, don't put the backslash in after A. And this time when we see A, the whole folder is copied inside our B directory. But what if you just want to copy files inside A to B? You don't wish to copy the whole folder. So what you can do is you will do cp, but once again you do need R, and you will say A with a slash, and B, and this time you can see it copies the files as well. And let's remove everything inside our folder A. Let's just remove folder B, and we will create it again, and we will say mkdirb and open a B here. There is one more way of copying from A to B, and I think this time you don't need to pass in the dash R thing. So let me show you how it's done. So we will say cp slash, and this time you will pass in the star sign, asterisk. I don't know, I cannot say that, so I'll just say star. You pass in the star sign and you will say B, and bam. So this time you don't need the R flag, and it does copy everything inside B. Let's have a scenario where we have a couple of files, like, so right now if we see A, we have all three which are text files. So let's go ahead and create one different file. We will say cat index.html, and we will say html, and let's just close. This is the most silly HTML file, right? Anyways, it's there. And when we ls inside A, and oh, where did we create the file? Oh, it's on the desktop. So when we do desktop, and let's copy index.html inside our A folder. And when we do lsa, we have index.html inside our A folder. And let's go ahead and remove our B directory. And as you can see, we don't have B anymore. And I'll go ahead and create B again and open it up. So what if you wish to copy only the .txt files? You don't want to copy index.html. What you can do is you can say cp, and you will say cpa star.txt, and you will pass in the folder name, and bam, we get all the text files in B. So that's all for CP. If you have any comments or questions or complaints, put them in the comments and I'll get back to you. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more content. Until next time.